Hello everyone, welcome. Today our learning topic is identification and differentiation of Polygonaceae weeds. In farmland, roadsides, hillsides, and even urban greenbelts, Polygonaceae weeds are a very common type of plant. But due to their numerous species and similar morphology, many people have difficulty identifying them. Today we'll start from the basic characteristics of Polygonaceae, gradually break down identification points of different genera and species, helping everyone quickly identify Polygonaceae weeds. 1. Family signature of Polygonaceae. To identify Polygonaceae weeds, first remember 3 ones: 1 node, 1 sheath, 1 flower fruit. This is their family ID card. 1 node, few stem nodes. Polygonaceae plant stems are like bamboo joint figures, with nodes obviously swollen. For example, common knotweed, pale smartweed, when touched, nodes all have small bumps. This is a feature absent in weeds from other families, like Chenopodices and Amaranthaceae. 1 sheath, look at ochrea. At the base of each leaf is wrapped a layer of membranous small sheath, like putting a little skirt on the stem. This is the ochrea. The ochrea's color, whether it has hairs, and whether the apex splits are key to distinguishing different species. For example, common knotweed's ochrea upper part is transparent, like plastic film. Pale smartweed's ochrea has stiff hairs, feels prickly when touched. 1. Flower fruit. Observe flowers and fruits. Polygonaceae flowers have no distinction between petals and sepals, collectively called tepals. Colors are mostly white, pink, or green. For example, Princess feather flowers are pinkish purple, like small pom-poms. Fruits are achenes, small and dry, do not split open, often wrapped in persistent tepals outside. Like common knotweed achenes, 3-angled, dark brown, hidden inside tepals. Now, everyone thinks the grass we saw in the training field just now, with swollen stem nodes and small sheaths, don't they all fit these 3 characteristics? Having mastered these common features, we can quickly determine this is a Polygonaceae plant. Next, we need to further subdivide to genus and species. 2. Generic identification. Grasp genus, level text 1. Polygonaceae contains multiple genera. Common ones include Polygonum, Persicaria, Rumex, Antinoran, Fallopia, etc. Plants of different genera have stable differences in ochre, leaf shape, inflorescences, etc., which are key to generic separation. Polygonum, detail controller of ochre. Polygonum is the most diverse genus in Polygonaceae, about 230 species. Its core characteristics are ochre membranous or herbaceous, apex often lacerate or with marginal hairs, tepals 5-lobed, a few 4-lobed, achenes 3-angled or biconvex. Typical representative 1. Common knotweed, nicknamed farmland small carpet. Common knotweed grows short, 10 to 40 cm. Stems lie on ground like green carpets, suitable as ground cover plants, but it's a weed. Leaves super small, 0.5 to 1.6 cm, like miniature willow leaves, feel smooth. Ochrea, lower part green, upper part transparent, apex split into fine threads. Common in wheat fields, vegetable plots, drought tolerant, can survive in saline alkali soil too. Next time at wheat field training, students remember to squat down and find it. Typical representative 2. Mile a minute weed, orchard little prickly head. Mile a minute weed is vine-like, stems with recurved prickles. Be careful when touching. It can catch on clothes. Nicknamed snake's retreat. Why called snake's retreat? Because its stems are densely covered with recurved prickles, snakes find it difficult to climb through. Thus, it's regarded as snake nemesis. Myominate weed leaves are like triangular shields, petiole attached to leaf center. Leaf back veins also have small prickles. Fruits, when ripe, are deep blue like small blueberries, but cannot be eaten. Currently, low authoritative data or research confirms myominate weed fruits are safe for consumption. In rural areas, there's a saying about fruits, staining hands, cannot be eaten as food, reflecting they are mainly treated as toys rather than food. Take one fruit of myominate weed and squeeze it open. Inside hides a spherical achene. Common in orchards and tea plantations, vines will strangle crops is a key target for removal. Of course, myominate weed is not entirely useless. Its whole plant above-ground parts are widely used in traditional Chinese medicine and ethnic medicine, with heat clearing, detoxifying, dampness draining, swelling reducing, cough relieving, phlegm resolving, snake and insect poison neutralizing effects. 2. Persicaria. To identify Persicaria, inflorescence and leaf spots are key. Persicaria plants are mostly annual or perennial herbs. Main differences from Polygonum lie in inflorescences mostly spike-like or head-like, dense and erect. Leaves often with glands or black spots, ochre without marginal hairs, or only with short marginal hairs. Typical representative one of Persicaria, pale smartweed. This weed can be called farmland bully. Pale smartweed is tall, 30 to 120 centimeters, stem thick, surface with purplish red spots like birthmarks. Its leaves are lanceolate, leaf surface with dark brown crescent spots like ink drops. Leaf back has small oil dots, glands. Pale smartweed spike inflorescences like small red sausages, growing erect. Flowers pale red or greenish white. Pale smartweed can survive in both paddy and dry land, harms wheat, corn, rice. Where it appears, crops often don't grow well. Typical representative two of Persicaria, Prince's feather, nicknamed wetland tall guy. Prince's feather can grow to 1 to 3 meters. Hollow stems, entire plant hairy, feels prickly. Prince's feather leaves broadly ovate like enlarged hearts, 10 to 20 centimeter long, 6 to 12 centimeter wide. Its inflorescence is thick and long, 2 to 8 centimeters. Flowers pale red. From distance, looks like red sorghum spikes. Prince's feather, common in village wetlands, is regular in soybean and sugarcane fields. When pulling, wear gloves to prevent pricking. 3. Rumex. Rumex plants are mostly perennial herbs, roots often fleshy. Key to identification lies in their special leaf shape. Rumex plant leaves are basal or corline, base mostly sagittate, cordate, or rounded. Flowers unisexual, dioecious, male and female flowers separate. Tepals 6 pieces. Inner 3 pieces enlarge during fruiting. Some with tuberculate protuberances or teeth. Typical representative 1. Curled dock, hillside wild vegetable. Basal leaves broadly lanceolate. Base like arrowhead barbs. Sagittate, leaf back with small bumps, papillate protuberances. Corline, leaves small, directly attached to stem, sessile clasping. Flowers, yellowish green. Female flower tepals enlarge after fruiting, like small discs. Common on hillside forest margins, tender stems and leaves can be eaten as wild vegetables, but taste sour, don't eat too much. Typical representative 2, Japan dock, wetland, big root grass. Main root thick, cross-section yellow, like small radish. When dug out, can see yellow juice. Be careful not to stain clothes. Basal leaves big and long, 13 to 34 centimeter. Base cordate, margins like wavy lines. Flower whorls densely arranged in long spikes. Female flower tepals after fruiting have small teeth on margins, small tubercles on back. Common in wetlands, ditch edges, many seeds. When pulling, must pull up roots, otherwise easily regenerates. Rumex grasses have thick roots. When controlling, pay attention. Use hoe to dig deep, don't leave roots. Summary 3-step method for identifying Polygonaceae weeds. Look at stem nodes. Are stem nodes swollen? This is the entry marker of Polygonaceae. Check ochrea, membranous, color, whether hairy, whether apex lacerate. This is key to generic separation. Observe leaves, flowers, fruits. Leaf shape, lanceolate, ovate, sagittate, whether with spots or glands. Inflorescence type, spike, head, panicle. Fruit morphology, 3-angled. Bicon wax lens-shaped. Having mastered these skills, I believe when everyone encounters Polygonaceae weeds in fields or roadsides, you can quickly call out their names. Today's sharing ends here. Hope everyone will observe more and compare more in practice.